If you join me, let me know you're here. Hello, let me get the camera situated and then relax. So I haven't seen you guys. I didn't upload a video this morning and I felt like, I still want to do one on Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. How can I do a video real quick with what I've been working on? So hi, everybody. Welcome. Please say hello when you've entered and hit the like and thumbs up and all that stuff that I'm supposed to say. And we're going to do a little tour today of the things I've been working on. And I want to know what you've been working on. So um, where shall we start? Hello, everybody. So I don't know if I'll be able to read your comments from here because I have like my glasses for distance and I have my glasses for low and I don't have my bifocals because I leave them at work because I have my reading glasses for here. So hello. Okay, so I have four things to show you today about what I've been working on. So one of the reasons that I did not do a video, hey Brian, I was able to read it. One of the things why I don't have a video for you today is because I've not been thrilled with the things that I've been making lately. And I'm kind of in a creative rut a little bit, but that's okay. Those happen. And so I'm not going to get too worried about it. And I've been making a lot of hats. So the hats are because Mara's good buddies at school have all been wanting hats and they're all wearing their hats. And so I love, love, love to make things for people who love them. So Mara has one and Leica has one and Jackson has one and I just sent one to Harper. And so here's one I made. So most of them are greenery hats from my book, One Skein Crochet. So here's a red version of the greenery hat. I don't know who's going to want this one. Hi, Dawn. Hello. I've been trying to make the hats based on the favorite colors of each of Mara's friends. So I don't know if one of them wanted the red one, but I was making a pink one for Harper and I had this red, but I didn't have the right pink. So I made this one until I could get to the yarn store. And I found a really gorgeous rose colored red, kind of pinky red that was a Barocco vintage color. So I ended up making Harper that one, and now I have this one extra, so I mailed Harper's out. So she's got really light caramely coloring. I've only met her once, so I think it's going to look great on her. I hope it does. Hello, Casey. Is it Casey or Carsey? Carsey? So, so I made that one. So this one is pending. So, and then then Shade likes green like I do. And so I made this one for Shade. This one is also Barocco, but it's vintage DK. And it is, I don't know what the color name is, but let me give you a nice close up. It's got a little bit of a yellow tinge to it. Really gorgeous yarn. Hello, Janet. And so this one's nice and thick. And so I think this will keep Shade really warm. And so I hope that she really likes it. And it's similar to the green one that I made Jackson, but different. So this is also in my book, One Skein Crochet. Yeah, I love this green too. Thank you, Brian. This one actually took went into the second skein because it was chunky. And this one, it took one entire hank of yarn. So this one was one whole hank plus another little bit. I was kind of hoping that there would be plenty left over that I could make something for myself in the leftovers, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. So anyway, this one is for Shade. This one is also in my book, One Skein Crochet, and it has these double slip stitch rows, which I love. And I know that there's a video on my channel on the double slip stitch, but that pattern is also in the, should I wear it? Should I wear it? Is in the One Skein. Now I made these big because I have a little head. And I know that Shade sometimes wears her hair curly, and so I thought she might need a little bit of room. And Harper also has has natural hair, but this one I knew was not going to be for Harper, so maybe I'll keep this one for myself. So this one is my the greenery hat. I love a hat that's like really, really deep on my head because I don't want it to fall off. So this one is the greenery hat. So, which reminds me, you all, if you want me to do the next color in the greenery blanket series, I need some more comments on the previous video. I think we're on round 13 maybe of the greenery blanket. We're getting really close to turning it into a greenery jacket for the people who want to learn how to do that. So then also what I'm working on, and I want to know what you're working on too. Are you working on any projects? I am working on, I went ahead and just kept going with this. So the Tunisian diagonal eyelet pattern, I just continued working on this, and I am out of this color. If you remember, this is from the Karen Yarns Ogo. And there goes Theo up on the table. Karen Yarns Ogo. And so it's like 5 or 6 colors. I can't remember. I think maybe 5. And this is the amount of yarn for the one color. So I'll have to do the other colors if I want to keep going. Hey, Theo. Glad you could make it. Hi, buddy. So he feels like a little parrot up on my shoulder. So get him on camera because he's way cuter than me. So I was disappointed. I mean, I like this yarn. I was a little disappointed because it's got this big red blotch in the middle of it, and it's not something that I did. The yarn came like that, so that's disappointing. But the pattern is really gorgeous, and so I might just go ahead and keep going with the other Ogo colors and keep it right on moving. It might be also interesting to I can either keep going with the exact pattern and pick up where I left off, or I could change the pattern for the next panel. But because the next panel will be a different color, a unifying factor, of course, will be the same stitch. So I could just start over from the beginning and then sew them together. Maybe that would have enough variation, but still similar. I don't know. Do you have any votes? What do you think? So this panel clearly is not big enough to work on its own. I'm going to have to add the other colors with it. And I do happen to have, I think I've got the Ogo colors here within reach. So let me grab them. Okay, so there's some other colors in this Ogo Karen yarn put up thing, which I don't know. Have you guys gotten into that whole thing? There is a video on it. That blotch isn't as noticeable. Well, that's good, Janet. I appreciate that. So the other colors in this are this brown. Okay, so the brown, the lavender, this like fuchsia peony color, which I really love. And then this, I don't know what color to call this, kind of a taupey rose color. And then red. Okay, so these are the colors that were in the Ogo. And so I don't know. Maybe I'll do the peony and the taupe and see if that's long enough. You're making a top with one big granny square from the front and back using the Karen Skinny Cakes, but terminus color. I don't know what that means. Maybe I'm reading it wrong since I don't have my glasses on. Continuous color, maybe? Or terminus color, meaning like stopping the colors? Anyway, so I have to decide if I'm going to let the Ogo decide my colors for me and use all of the colors that came with it, or if I'm going to stick buttermint color. Okay. The peony color, which I think I'm really gravitating towards. Look in my background, it looks like something it's really funny because I was not a pink person for a really long time, but suddenly I am. I guess, hello. I guess we kind of go through phases. I was in a blue phase for a really, really long time, a blue-purple phase, and now I seem to be moving into a pink phase, a pink lavender phase. So anyway, so these are the colors that are available to me, and I have to decide if I'm going to use them all or if I'm going to just use some of them. I think I'm going to use the peony and the mauve for sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that sandy brown color, and I'm not really loving the red right now. So we'll see. um, Sorry, you're working late on a blanket, designing a knit sweater. Oh, cool. Cool for you. Oh, look, Theo. Theo, you're knocking stuff off my table. So I have those that are on my works in progress list right now. And I have this magenta Cascade 220 that, again, another pink, that I was thinking about making into something. I thought maybe this would be a good for Harper's hat, but Mara felt it was a little too bright for Harper's hat. So the hat that Harper ended up out of the Barocco vintage was literally a rose red color. So it was really gorgeous. Anyway, so this is more magenta. It's really bright in this light, but I don't know if I'll make something out of this soon. It was on my to be considered stack of yarns lately. And then then I found this blue, and I don't even remember what this is now. I think it's Universal Deluxe, perhaps, in the hank. And I found this blue in my cabinet the other day, and so I just have one skein. You love the panel stitch, like the blanket up here, or this blanket here, or the Tunisian blanket, Tunisian this. So I found this and I unwound it, and I decided I would start working something in Bruges lace. So I started working in something in Bruges lace, and of course I left it out. Now when I leave it out on the couch, I tend to hide it and hide my yarn under blankets so that this guy, that guy right there, that mister, stays away from it. But he found it, and he took the ball all the way down the hall, and he broke off the yarn. So it's my fault because I left it unsupervised. You're enjoying the Tunisian, loving the purplish panel, any color would work. Okay, thank you. So anyway, he broke off my yarn, and I was starting this Bruges panel, and I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it yet. I kind of was feeling like I was going to make a long rectangle and make it like a wrap shawl. So, but he broke my yarn off, and that made me annoyed. So I don't know if I have now lost enthusiasm for the project. Do you ever do that? It's like, now I don't know if I even want to do it. I'm so annoyed. Or if I'll just pick it back up. I know, it is a good thing. He's so adorable. He just wants to play. He doesn't know any better. I'm not really mad at him. I'm more mad at myself that I left it out available to him, because I love yarn. Of course, he loves yarn. I like to play with yarn. He sees me playing with yarn. Of course, he wants to play with yarn. So I cannot fault him for that, can I? But it's my fault for not putting it away. Anyway, so I've been working on this. So while I've been playing with all of these different things, I didn't really feel like I had anything to show you in a video, so I haven't come up with a video. So we'll see. So he's slow blinking at me. I know, buddy. Slow blinking is a sign of they're safe. They're safe and happy, I think. So he's a cutie. He is definitely a cutie. So I don't really have anything I wanted to show you for a video today, or, like I haven't really come up with anything. So I could do the next color on the greenery blanket thing. And I wanted to show you how to increase in this stitch pattern. So I could do that. If I figure this out, eventually you can just see what this is all about. I started making this stitch into a shawl where I was increasing to make a triangular shawl, but then I didn't love the yarn choice. And so then I wanted to start over, and then I couldn't find the yarn I wanted. And you know how it goes. Like all the yarn in the world, not all the yarn in the world, but I have an awful lot of yarn in my house, and I didn't have the one I wanted, you know? So like the one I was envisioning, I couldn't find it. So it's like, oh, I guess I should not do that right now. So I started making this Tunisian pattern into it started out as the Tunisian stitch is what you're voting on. So this is the Tunisian stitch, and I, started down here at the point at the bottom, but then it's like, okay, it's definitely going in a triangle, and I really like that, but it really just looks sideways, and that's not very interesting. But I'm actually stitching it from the bottom point up. And so I don't know. I don't know if I'm loving it or not. And then I thought maybe if I increased faster so that it's, instead of being a kind of, I don't know, 60-degree angle, it would be more like a 90-degree angle. And so if I increased faster, then it would be a wider, shallower shawl instead of a more vertical, pointy shawl. So this happens with me because I am a very organic designer. So like I make decisions and change my mind as I go. And I so admire my friends like Robin Chichula, who can like envision. You're new to Tunisian crochet. Okay, very good. My friends like Robin Chichula, who is more technical designer, if that's the right word. I forget what I used to call it. She plans ahead and she can visualize like the whole thing. And she will often write the pattern before she even picks up the yarn, which blows my mind away. I'm more of a, kind of let it evolve and change as I go and change my mind. And so I call myself an organic designer because and so I don't write the pattern ahead of time. And so I do have a lot of swatches and attempts, and I will make things multiple times and tweak it each time. I will make multiple swatches until I get it right. Do you want to see Muffin? Muffin is here. Hey, Muffin, you want to come look at the camera, honey? Here's my Muffin. Well, it's not my Muffin. It's Mara's Muffin. Hey, Muffy. Muffin. Oh, there you go, Muffin. So Muffin is more gray with the green eyes, and Theo is more brown with like caramel eyes. And that's how I tell the two tabbies apart for you guys to get some hints. Now, Muffin has a super long tail, and it's she's just a beautiful cat, and she's Mara's cat. Very nice girl. Anyway, super long tail. So I'm an organic designer. I make things go. Thank you. I think my fur babies are beautiful too, and Mara's too. So we have 3 cats in the house right now and a dog. So Minnie is the other cat, and she's black and white. She's a tuxedo cat, and she doesn't come around much. So will you sit with me? You don't usually like to be held, but I appreciate this opportunity. Since you're actually letting me, I should really cherish this moment, huh? To good girl. So, I don't know what I want to design next. I don't know. It's February. We already had Valentine's Day. Easter is coming up, at least for us. Woo! Theo, what did you do? Oh, hi, Karen and Nimbus, the gray cat. Did you just knock something off? You did. He knocked a whole thing of, what do you call them? Needles for blocking needles. And I'm getting fur all in my face here, Muffin. Oh my gosh, I've got fur all in my face. I can't believe she's sitting on my lap. She never sits on my lap. This is quite a moment. Write this down. big jump, Theo. So I want to design something, but I don't know what I want to work on right now. And I have one more hat to make for another one of Mara's friends. I guess I shouldn't say the name. Get all the fur off my face. Oh. I shouldn't say the name, so it'll be a surprise. Harper's hat is on the way in case some of the friends are watching the video. I know some of you do crochet. And I guess that's about it. So you did see, I hope that we did have a winner to the 9,000 subscribers giveaway, and I am blanking on her name right now, but I know I said it at the beginning of the last video, and I did reply to her comment in her comments. Have I done a Tunisian cardigan? I know I did a Tunisian tank. Oh yeah, the Zoom cardigan, the Tunisian Zoom cardigan. I think that pattern is on Love Crafts available, and it was originally a baby cardigan, and I did have a tech editor friend do the math for me to size it up to an adult cardigan. It was a top-down raglan Tunisian cardigan in like a honeycomb type stitch. So yes. And I think it was 2-color. It's been a while. It was like a pale yellow and a pale green. And so like you did pull up the loops with one color and then pull through with the other color and then use that second color to pull up new loops and then pick up the first color and pull through. So Tina, okay, hello. No, I don't know. I didn't say hello. I may have missed your comment. I'm sorry, but hello. My eyes are not the best, and I only get one. Thank you, my growing channel. Only one comment pops up at a time on this format. So if I don't read it fast enough, it just disappears and the next one pops up. It reminds me of those when we learned to read in like first grade, and we had like the teacher would put up these, like, not video, it was like just overhead clips, and it would be like 4 or 5 words or a short sentence at a time. It was like Tom and Jane play. They drink juice. It was just like, and it was just like they would flash up on the teacher would flash it up on the wall like bing, bing, and if you had to like read it somewhat quickly. Anyway, that's how these comments are. So when a comment is long, I can't read it fast enough before it disappears. Anyway, so I apologize if I didn't say your name because every single one of you are important. And 9,000 subscribers is huge, and 10,000 subscribers is going to be even bigger. And I'm so excited because we will do another giveaway at the 10,000 mark. I was hoping to do that in March, but I have not been putting out videos fast enough to help me generate those kind of subscribers. So I'll just keep working at it. There's no hurry. There's no deadline. There's no finish line with YouTube. So I am thrilled to have each of you 9,017 or whatever it is today. So thank you so much for each and every one of you for being here. And we'll get a few more friends added to the mix so that we can do 10,000 subscriber giveaway soon, I hope. And in the meantime, we'll just keep on having fun. And if more people join us, wonderful. If not, you're all cherished as you are. So thank you very much. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I might rip out this. Oh, thank you, Dawn. I appreciate that. I might go ahead and rip out this triangular Tunisian. Hey, Brats, how are you? It's Linda, right? I always get confused because your real name's not on there. I know Brad is your cat. So I hope you all are doing well. So I might pull out the triangular shawl that I showed you because I'm just not loving it. And maybe that's what I should do while we're talking, while you tell me what projects you're working on. So I think I'm going to pull this out. I'm not thrilled with it. And so I've got my flexible Tunisian hook, and I'm just going to pull all the loops off of here. I've been using a Denise interchangeable hook for this project. As my shawl has grown from the point, I've just added more cords to make it longer. Yes, Linda, good. Whew. You just got the notification about the live chat. Hey, Dawn, thank you for coming. So I think I'm going to pull this. I think I'm going to pull this out. This is the back side of the Tunisian diagonal eyelet that I showed you the other day. Here's the front. And I am pulling out the Denise interchangeable corded hook that I have been using. I don't really love plastic hooks, but out of all of the Tunisian hooks, interchangeable, adjustable length hooks, I think this one still is my favorite. It's the original one that I've had, and then this has different cords. Hello, Ruthie. The cords come in different lengths, and then you can even put cords together, and they just screw on. So I really think this one ultimately is my favorite of the sets. And then there's a little stopper here that you can take on and put off so that you can either add another cord or whatever and your stitches don't fall off the end. Anyway, that's the hook I've been using and that I will continue to use. And it comes with all the different sizes that you can put on any cord that I'll use if I do end up redoing this shawl wider or make it grow faster rather than just a little bit at a time. So, because I feel like it's too narrow of a point, I feel like it should be wider. It should be wider of an angle. So, do you guys love ripping yarn out? Do you guys have fun with that? So I am going to grab my ball of yarn, what's left here, and I am going to start there and start winding. Yes, the Denise hooks, that's exactly what they are. And I'm not an affiliate. I don't get a kickback. It's just legitimately the one I use. The one I think I like the best out of all the ones I've tried. I do consider the Denise brand my favorite for the Tunisian adjustable corded hooks. Hello. Hi, Janet. So, let's pull this apart while we're talking, and then I'll decide. Also, I feel like this yarn might be a tad too bulky. It's a size 4, but it might be a tad too bulky for the hook that I was using. So if I were to do it all over again, and I do have that ability because it's just yarn, I would probably maybe go up a hook size or 2 with this yarn, or choose a smaller yarn or something. So, and I think I'm gonna like increase it faster than I did to give a wider angle. Ruthie, not author, Arthur. So your autocorrect was confused there, huh? So but this is how I design. I do this all the time. I take apart what I don't like and I start over again. It's really not the end of the world. I find that usually my second and third attempts genuinely are better than my first attempt. It's pretty rare that I go back and do the first attempt for the final project. Usually my decisions along the way, I'm happier with each successive effort. So, I mean, how bad can that be? So as long as there's still progress, then it's really not time wasted. Okay, so I'm going to pull that. So now I have all that color completely undone, and I could add it to this if I want instead. And oh, I wondered what was happening. Muffin's pulling the yarn. And Theo is circling my bag of yarn like a shark too. So I will be careful to seal that up so that he does not get in the plastic bag, and my yarn will be safe, and so will he. You like the idea of the wider angle for the shawl? Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah. And you work the same way I do? Good. I'm glad. Because sometimes I feel like I'm just like, I can't make a decision. Maybe it's because I'm a Libra. I don't know. But um, sometimes it feels like I design this way because I'm like not a very good designer and I have to try really hard over and over and over again to get it right. And then other times I'm like, am I just too distracted? Am I just too, do I get bored too easily? You know, it's not really that I'm a perfectionist. So, like, I really wish I could have like that inner vision of the outcome, but I really can't. So I don't know. I am what I am. I do the best I can, right? Don't we all? So I would really love to be more deliberate about my designing, but Dawn, you're a Libra too. Ah, yay. And I don't know that, I don't know. Brian is one of my friends in real life. Am I terrible at making decisions about all things or just crochet? I think some things I really have a hard time making decisions, and other things I don't. So, Theo, don't drink my drink, honey. So he's getting into my energy drink. Here he comes. He's on my table. He's right here on my table. And he's coming to my lap so he can steal my yarn because I just dropped the red. So, oh, I wanted to show you this. Let me get this off of here. So I pulled this off of the internet a couple weeks ago and I forgot. Brian, are you laughing? Are you laughing at me? Are you laughing because you're saying that I don't make decisions quickly? I'm not pointing my finger at you. I'm just saying, like, I see you there. So Libras are, if you believe in that, I'm not even sure I do, but stereotypically Libras like have a hard time making decisions, I guess. I don't know if that means in all areas of life or just some. And definitely when it comes to crochet, sometimes I can change my mind a lot. That's it. That's it. It's not that I can't make decisions. It's just that I change my mind often. Anyway, I printed this out for you the other day. Actually, a long time ago, December 22nd, because Pantone listed the color of the year as Very Perry. Now, I don't know if you guys know Pantone color, but they're the ones who like do the research on fashion trends. It depends on what you're doing, on fashion trends and color trends for products and fabrics and stuff. Anyway, they revealed that Very Perry is the color of the year. So that's the color that they think is going to be the big color that we'll see in fashion and home decor and stuff for 2022. So I don't know. I thought that was cool. I always am curious what the new color of the year is going to be. What's the new it color of the year going to be? And it's Very Perry. So periwinkle, which is fun. I'm okay with that. So anyway, Love Crafts has a list of periwinkle yarns if you want to jump on the trend bandwagon and get yarns in those colors. Well, you're right in style because that's your favorite color. Yay! That's good. It's a great color. I remember years ago that kids TV show Blue's Clues, and didn't Blue have a little friend named Periwinkle? I think she did. So I think Blue was a girl, and she had a little friend named Periwinkle, if I remember correctly. It's a woman's prerogative to change her mind. Absolutely. Your Graham is right. And I do change my mind a lot about inconsequential things. Now, the important things, I tend to make a decision and stick with it, you know. But anyway, but Brian is probably laughing at me because he knows. You look forward to the color of the year too. Absolutely. And I am always happy when I like the color, and I'm always disappointed when it's something I'm like, really? I can't remember, and I can never remember from year to year, but I remember one year was kind of a coral, kind of melon color, and I was like, All right. But I'm happier with periwinkle. So Muffin is now watching me rip out this yarn. There's a flower called periwinkle dawn. Okay. Muffin is watching me rip out this yarn now, and she's ready to attack. Luckily, I trimmed her claws yesterday, so if she jumps up at me, it shouldn't get me too good, right? Because you're just playing. She is still a kitten. She's, just, let's see, I guess going on 2 years old. I thoroughly weigh the different options. That is so true. Okay. You're so discreet. So funny. So funny. So I think, yes, I'm ripping out this yarn because I'd rather not waste it, and I'd rather make something that I really like from it rather than just having a half-made UFO unfinished object in my closet that gathers dust and doesn't get used. Because one of my favorite things about crochet is that it's functional. And if I just have a swatch that I'm not using, then there's no function, and then what's the point? So I really like, unless it's like art, like if you made an art piece and hung it on the wall or something, then that still has a function of decoration. But if it's just going to be an unfinished, half-finished something, I feel like I need to harvest the yarn and give it a better purpose, right? Because most crocheters are known as frugal. The Pantone selections are, see, I didn't read that fast enough, something about influential. So I don't know if they influence fashion or if fashion influences what Pantone chooses, or like how that works. But I don't know. I guess they like have like a UN summit where they vote on what the color of the year is going to be. So anyway, I like periwinkle, so I was happy to see it nominated and in the winner of the color of the year for 2022. So, harvesting yarn or unwinding or frogging projects is kind of like making dinner. It like takes forever to make, and then it takes so little time to eat it or consume it. It takes so long to create it, and it takes so little time to undo it. But that's okay. That's okay. Yarn is valuable. And who was it that said something about any time that is spent happily is not time wasted? Something like that. So, and I do agree with that. Like, crocheting is a relaxing and valuable use of your time, and the process of crochet in itself is valuable. And so I don't regret the time that I spent making this. I don't feel like it was a waste of time. It's just time spent. And now I'll spend it on something else. Anyway, so I guess that's about it. I'll wrap up for today. I will do my best to get you a video for Saturday morning and keep on my schedule of Wednesdays and add in Saturdays as much as possible. Life is busy, 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 as it is for all of you. And so I will just do my best. Right for you? As he knocks my things off the table and into the box, I'll have to remember to get them out when I go to look for them and say, where did it go? So I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you, everybody. Take care.